Good evening. I'm Patricia Vallone with a CTV News update. Montgomery County Executive Marc Elrich is proposing a new rent stabilization measure. Elrich says nationally, landlords have hiked rental rates by 17%. Montgomery tenants have seen similar increases since the local cap on rent payments expired in May. Now, citing rising gas and food prices, Elrich wants to limit rent hikes for 6 months. Councilmember Will Jawando says he's backing the Elrich plan.
We cannot have, in places like Silver Spring, almost 40% of people are renters. We cannot have this type of instability. We're seeing at our courthouses an increase in where tenants who have been renting for 15 years are getting letters saying you're not going to be renewed, and then they have to move, and then that rent for that unit is raised considerably. It's a problem. It's not right. There's a way to do this where people can make a profit, and we can help small landlords as well, where you don't have to do these type of astronomical rent gouging increases.
The Elrich proposal is now before the Montgomery County Council. A memorial service was held in Rockville this morning for the homeless people who died in Montgomery County since July of 2021. County Executive Marc Elrich led the service, and according to officials, 60 homeless people died over the last 12 months. 53 of those were in transitional housing at the time. Elected leaders and homeless service providers attended the ceremony. Many of them shared personal stories about the individuals. Organizers say the number of deaths show the impact homelessness has had on the community. Well, the cause of the explosion and fire at a Bowie Senior Center is still unknown. Officials say it could be days before they know what sparked the incident. It occurred at the Larkin Chase Senior Center about 3:30 yesterday morning. Fortunately, there were no injuries. More than 100 residents were safely evacuated and relocated to other nursing homes. Well, Prince George's police need your help finding a missing person. 12-year-old Zion Smith has been missing since Monday and was last seen in the 7700 block of Shady Glen Drive in Capitol Heights. He was wearing a white tank top, black sweatpants, and gray tennis shoes. If you have any information on his whereabouts, you're asked to contact authorities. Here are the latest COVID-19 numbers for our area. The State Health Department has confirmed more than 1,100 new cases. The positivity rate in Prince George's has dipped below 10%. It now stands at 9.95%. 8 Marylanders have died of COVID over the past 24 hours, and 382 people are hospitalized. Well, small businesses in Maryland could be eligible for $25 million in new state aid. Governor Hogan announced the third round of grants through the Project Restore program. He made the remarks Tuesday at the Maryland Municipal League Conference in Ocean City.
Last year at this very MML conference, we launched a transformative $25 million Project Restore initiative, which has enabled us to award grants to businesses all across the state in Baltimore City, Frostburg, Sykesville, Clinton, Easton, and so many more. And Project Restore has been such an incredible success, so that now, in response to all that demand, we're going to open up another $25 million worth of funding, which will kick off July 7th, and we look forward to working with each and every one of your towns to help put up even more open for business signs in your hometown.
The program was created a year ago to offer financial support to new and existing businesses, as well as to increase investment in vacant commercial and retail properties. And Governor Hogan calls on a legislative commission to immediately launch mobile sports betting in Maryland. Hogan accused the commission of a series of, quote, needless bureaucratic delays. He calls on the body to prioritize the awarding of mobile licenses, set a timeline for mobile sports wagering, and to release drafts of the application and regulations to apply for a license. Hogan also wants guidance for small, women, and minority-owned businesses to participate and for the applications to be approved on a rolling first-come, first-served basis. The commission is scheduled to meet tomorrow. And you are watching CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone. Coming up, we're in Greenbelt, where students are getting their hands dirty to better the environment. We'll have details after the break.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. The trees stand tall. Mother, mother, you tell me to stay rooted. The tree's roots go deep. You tell me to focus on my breath, and the trees breathe for the earth. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? Will you be the kind that makes shade, or the kind that shows a new way? Might you be the kind to hug, or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter which you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind. The child had a few more questions after that, and the forest had plenty of answers.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back. A homicide suspect has been charged with assaulting 2 police officers in Capitol Heights. Reginald Hawkins is accused of murdering his girlfriend, who was found dead in her home in November 2018. On Monday, officers served an arrest warrant at his home on Eastern Avenue, where they found Hawkins holding a shotgun. The officers opened fire, but no one was injured. Hawkins is now being charged with first and second-degree assault for pointing the gun at the officers. He's in custody on a no-bond status. Well, PFAS, they're commonly referred to as forever chemicals. The group of man-made chemicals can be found in drinking water, cosmetics, and food packaging. Now the Environmental Protection Agency is warning that they pose a much higher risk to human health than regulators previously thought.
Once PFAS get out into the world, they never go away. Their chemical bond is so strong that they don't break down in our bodies or the environment. In addition, they are mobile in water and air, which is why they are found in all parts of the globe, including in the bodies of polar bears in the Arctic.
The federal government cannot regulate the chemicals, so the EPA is calling on local officials to install water filters or notify residents of contamination. PFAS have been linked to infertility, thyroid problems, and several types of cancer. They can also persist in the environment for years without breaking down. Well, some Greenbelt Elementary School students got their hands dirty today by planting some switchgrass this morning. This event, which was a collaboration with the school, the Clean Water Partnership, and other partners, celebrated the completion of the school's new stormwater runoff garden.
Want to weave it out. There you go. Now the roots are going to loosen up.
We completed a bioretention here at the school. It's a stormwater management device. We do that in partnership with the schools. And today we're letting the kids go ahead and plant.
You know what? There's a thing called too much elbow grease. Never mind, there is.
That's pretty good.
Plants they're putting in today are switchgrass, which again is a native plant, so it's drought resistant, can handle heavy rains as well, and it should do well in the garden.
Yeah, you can do it that way. You can do that on this side too, yeah.
The key is you want to try to not pull the actual plant itself.
Anytime it rains, when rain falls on impervious surfaces like asphalt or rooftops, it washes all of the grit, material, pollution, trash out into the rivers and waterways. So it's important to put something in between that, like a bioretention, a little sunken garden that catches all of that trash and filters it out before it makes it out into our waterways.
3rd, 4th, and 5th graders participated in the event. And the Juneteenth holiday is this weekend, and Prince George's is set to celebrate. The Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission is hosting a day-long event at Watkins Regional Park this Saturday from 12 to 5 p.m. Juneteenth commemorates the day in 1865 when word finally reached slaves in Texas that they were free. The celebration event is free, and organizers say there will be something for everyone.
They can expect a little bit of everything. So entertainment, we'll have our main stage, which will feature a wide variety of acts, including Kindred the Family Soul and a little bit of go-go with Sugar Bear and EU. In addition, people will be able to experience local vendors and be able to support local minority-owned businesses. They'll also, in addition to that, of course, have a wide variety of food vendors that they can support and taste all this great food from our local community that's a part of the African American culinary experience.
And there'll be much more. Again, the event is this Saturday from noon to 5 at Watkins Regional Park. Still to come here on CTV News tonight, your pet of the week is looking for a new home. Well, stay with us. We'll have more.
The coronavirus has affected the African American community in many ways. including a drastic drop in blood donations needed for patients with sickle cell disease. If you're healthy, please make an appointment to donate at redcrossblood.org.
Thanks for staying with us. Well, the deadline to file your Maryland 2021 income taxes is a month away. You may recall the Maryland Comptroller's Office has extended the deadline to July 15th. Filers also have until July 15th to submit and pay personal income and quarterly estimated income taxes. This is the third consecutive year the filing deadline has been expanded due to the pandemic. Good news if you're self-employed or own a small business. The IRS is boosting its standard mileage rate deduction to 62.5 cents. The deduction is used on tax returns for eligible business trips in a vehicle. The IRS rate is often used as a standard for local governments and businesses to follow suit. The 4-cent increase will take effect July 1st and applies to trips during the second half of 2022. The change comes as gas prices soar past $5 a gallon and as Maryland gets set to increase its gas tax by 18%. WSSC Water has selected a new commission chair. He's Fausto Bayonet, and this is the second time in 7 years that he served as chair. Bayonet has represented Montgomery County on the commission since 2015, and all 3 commissioners are from Montgomery County and 3 are from Prince George's. Bayonet was elected unanimously, and commissioners are appointed by their respective county executives and serve 4-year terms. The Sports and Learning Complex featured a quilting workshop and trunk show exhibit today. The members of the nonprofit quilting bee called We Be Quilters of DC hosted the event. The exhibit featured quilts made from various members and displayed some unique designs. The members shared their sewing and quilting skills while providing a positive atmosphere.
We are doing a trunk show, and a trunk show is basically we've gathered a number of our quilts that are not on display to show those that are here today to take a look at our work when we first started and our work that we do today. We hope to continue to do this. We find that, we do have a lot of folks that do come out and look at our work. Some of our quilters have been published in books and magazines. So we've done a lot of fun things.
The event took place from 12 to 2 p.m. Well, a sweet and energetic dog is looking for her forever home. Meet Kiki. She's a 5-year-old American Bulldog Boxer mix. Animal Management says Kiki will need a home that can give her lots of love and attention.
She would be good in a family that likes to do a lot of stuff outside, whether it be hikes, just enjoying the outdoors in general, or just an active family. Adopting an animal from a shelter or a rescue is one of the best things that somebody can do. It is extremely rewarding. Yes, you might not always know what you're getting right off the bat and what their little quirks are, but they will love you unconditionally and be grateful for literally anything that you can give them.
For more information on Kiki or any of her 4-legged friends, you can contact Animal Management at 301-780-7201. And now let's get a quick check of our weather forecast. Tonight, partly cloudy with possible thunderstorms and a low near 68. Thursday, more storms with a high around 88. Friday, more showers again and thunderstorms with a high near 93. Saturday, though, looks great. Sunny skies that are clear and a high around 78. Make sure you get out and enjoy it. Now for your community calendar, come out and celebrate Juneteenth all weekend at the National Harbor. On Saturday, there's a book celebration at Mahogany Bookstore with meet and greet signings from an NBA star at 1 p.m., a White House correspondent at 3 p.m., and a New York Times best-selling author at 5 p.m. On Sunday, there's a freedom celebration at the Plaza Stage at 2 p.m. and performances from the Prince George's Poet Laureate and Youth Poet Laureate. All events are free and open to the public. And that wraps up our CTV News Update. I'm Patricia Vallone. Have a great night.